In North Wales, Gwyneth Evans and his family friend Elwyn have uncovered Welsh gold.
That hasn't seen the light of day for a while, hasn't it?
No. It looked like new with some tea cut.
Bit and polish, as they say.
Yeah.
Bad considering it's been stood in a workshop for so long.
It's a long story, but Gwyneth's father, Ieuan, has recently passed away. Gwyneth grew up not knowing his dad, and they only found each other a decade ago.
That particular first day I met him for the first time, he says, come and have a look at my workshop. It was like an Aladdin's cave. It took me probably 20 minutes, half an hour before I even noticed there was a car in the middle of all of it.
Hemmed into the corner, a 1983 XR3i in Strato Silver.
It's not bad, really, considering it's been stood for so long.
Yeah.
Be nice to see it redone, though.
Oh, yeah, it'd be lovely to see it.
I just wish I had the time and space to be able to do it, but unfortunately I don't.
Yeah.
He had the blue blood running through his veins, I think,
yeah,
fallen mad.
Yeah.
And from his father, a final wish for the car to be sold in Yorkshire.
He actually told me when he was in the hospice that that's where he wanted the car to go, really. He said he had spoken to somebody, and I think it was probably Dave he spoke to, and Dave had told him, whatever you do, do not wash it. I haven't either.
It's a fair old drive from North Yorkshire to North Wales, but Dave's got the genuine barn-find width in his nostrils.
Yeah, here she is.
A long-lost Escort XR3i from 1983 is just the kind of motor that gets the Ford fanatics in a speed dial frenzy.
It's dusty, isn't it? Yeah, it's typical barn find, that's for sure.
The car's come to light as Gwyneth Evans has been sorting through his late father's collection of vehicles.
All I know is it's been stood in his workshop since 1997 with a cover over it.
Is it?
And you couldn't get near it. It was just surrounded by pallets and tractors.
Well, we'll get a bit of wind in tyres and then we'll spin it round, put it in forward, like, yeah.
What do you think of this then, Dave?
Yeah, all right, be OK, wouldn't it? It'll cause some interest.
A lot of people have been wanting to buy this car for many years.
It looks neglected, but Gwyneth's dad, Ieuan, was hoping that one day he'd get it back on the road. But time, and an even bigger love of tractors, got in the way.
It took me nearly 6 months, 3 days a week, emptying his workshop.
Oh, hell. Andy, having a few lads about. I think there's enough of us just to push it in, lads, I think, rather than mess on with winch and stuff. If we just go steady away and get it about right. All right, your side, lads.
Yeah.
OK? Right, bit more, bit more. Whoop. It's a shame Dad didn't put an RS 600i away. Worth twice as much, like, but... And they're not on every street corner, are they? And people love to be the first ones there in the restoration side of things. 5 grand, tops. Hope we're on the same sort of page. Might even be a bit less yet, I don't know, we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, don't want to be a lot more. We've got to allow a bit of room for someone, haven't you? Because there's still an expensive restoration underneath all that dust.
This is a bit of a sad day, really, seeing it go there. I just hope it goes to somebody who's going to do it justice, if you know what I mean.
Well done, mate. Thanks ever so much.
You're welcome,
I'll maybe
Dave.
see you when you do come up, eh?
See you later, Dave.
In Dave's barn,
Inside's all there, even down to the correct radio and things there, a period radio, shall I say. Still got the correct wheels, gear stick, steering wheel.
Get your hand off it.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to knock any dirt off. Or scratch it, more to the point. There she is in all her glory, look. No, but engine's free. And it's all there, isn't it? Everything's there. To me, this is why I think I have a bit of a passion for them, as the same as my father has a passion for Austin Cambridges, and you know, because he, no doubt, I'm sure, obviously, when he's walking around them and talking to you guys about them, he's straight the way back to 15, 14 years of age with my granddad, isn't he? Going to the scrapyard on Saturday and getting a better back bumper for it. I'm just carrying the torch again, aren't I? And Jack's going to do exactly the same, isn't he? With Subarus and Mitsubishi Evos and Focus RSs and things, isn't he?
up next, a fiery Welsh motor with a thick layer of precious dust.
83 Escort XR3. Whereabouts? Where? 7, 8, 9, £9,000, 9,000. 9,500, gentlemen there, 9,500. All done then, 9,500. Sold.
Sold at more than £3 above its guide price to an enthusiast in the home counties. And over in North Wales, a vehicle that stood for 19 years is about to emerge. It's Alan Holmes' son's car, and it's a sleeping dragon, a 1983 Ford Escort RS 1600i.
My son bought this shortly after I'd bought an RS 2000. We had a few other Fords at the time. He wanted that car. I couldn't help but like it, you know. The Recaro seats, the whole thing, really. It's a very nice car. A practical car, being a hatchback. A family racing car. I think it was appealed to everyone. We all liked them.
At a time when XR3Is were everywhere, the RS with its bonnet stripes set you apart. Ford spec'd it to race, which meant there was more to go wrong.
It was on the road for a very short time. He had problems and he had to get the gearbox done. He needed a car for work and bought another car. This one was relegated to the garage while the gearbox was done up. But unfortunately, it's just sat here since then. Very much a Ford man. I just like all the cars, really. There's a model in every range, isn't there? And I could never bring myself to buy a Golf.
When Ford redesigned the Escort with a boot lid that had space for a huge rubber spoiler, the XR3 was born. But its laddish style wasn't enough. For something a bit special, Ford returned the RS name for a more faithful driver's car. It had a CVH engine you could boast about, with a ribbed cam cover and solid lifters. It went faster. Built in Cologne, Ford planned to make just 5,000, but were so popular, they made a few more. 2,600 came to the UK, and 35 years later, there aren't many left. And this one is in a rare colour too. Only 250 were painted in Ford's Strato Silver. It's a car that will get a lot of people very excited.
I'd like to see it renovated and like to see it brought back to excellent condition. I would have thought you'd be starting at 6,000 or 7,000. I can't imagine it fetching much less.
Derek's arrived in the depths of Wales to collect the RS 1600i, owned by Alan Holmes' son.
Now then, sir.
Good run over.
It was really hectic. And the rain. Oh. Let's go and have a look there and see what we got. Oh. Ah, yeah. Have you moved it at all? Are we assuming that the brakes are sticky but not seized?
When I spoke with you and you said, don't do anything with it, I've left it.
Yeah, you have, haven't you? Right, we better crack on then. Let's see about getting some wind in the tyres for a start off. It'll probably want a good service before it goes. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
First impressions then, Derek?
Horrible. But it's saleable model, isn't it? As long as the underside's okay, which I'm sure it will be, then someone will put it back on the road and it'll be their pride and joy, won't it, eventually? Yeah, look at that, she's going up lovely. Back ones are reasonable, so we'll perhaps get away with them. Can't see too much of the inside yet. Must.
Not an aftershave in the 70s.
Yeah. Loads of interest, there really will be. And we'll just leave it as it is. It's the way to do it.
I was toying with the idea of a balloting.
No, I wouldn't do. No, because all you're going to be doing, then you're dressing it up for someone, and they don't want it dressed up. They want to see it like that. And most of the guys that buy this would want to find it like that, you know, exactly here. No, leave it as it is, absolutely, dead right. I'll get parked up ready. With a bit of luck, we'll have her on. Oh my God. I'm going to wind up pulling herself out in a minute. Anywhere to anchor anything to, Alan? Plan is to pull myself backwards, if I can. you go. We can get a little pull on it. We're laughing, aren't we? Or ever the optimist, me. It's moving, look at it. Once we get a bit of resistance, it'll free up, you won't see. This is where we've got to be careful. Oh, loads of room. 25% of the tyre's on, you're laughing. There you are. Oh, perfect. I think the reason why we get so many is because once you do something in the way of a fast Ford or a Mini Cooper or something like that, people see it and all the others come out the woodwork, you know. I mean, they obviously think, oh, I'll ring them fellas up, they'll come and get that car. That idiot, the old one, he'll come and get it, and he don't mind grovelling around on the ground and getting soaking wet and all the rest of it. I'll give him a call. Alan, there's going to be two figures really, isn't there? There's one what it's worth. There's another one what it's going to achieve. Yes. And in my experience of these, they're going to achieve a lot more than what it's worth.
Than you think it's worth.
Oh, it's going to do that all right. I think they sort of do like 10 grand, don't they, or something in nice order and stuff.
They do.
You know, it's going to do very well.
Good. I hope it does.
We've got the Escort. Yep, everyone has got somebody on the phone. Here it is, 83 Escort RS 1600. It's very important for buyers to get a background of cars like this. You know, a bit of provenance is very, very...
My father's waffling on a bit, they didn't get on. I should have stayed up there myself. Yeah, I know. Hang on, here he is.
I've got bids on my books, we've got bids on the phone, so it's 5, 5.5, oh, 10.5, 10,500 and we're away. 10,000, 11,000. He didn't settle on anything for definite, but I know they'll be happy.
He did, yeah. He wanted to be 10 grand plus some fees.
Rest of the phones are out, 12.5, the internet's back in, you're out now, Mark. On sale and going. 12,750, as it's you, will you do that? 13,000, thank you, sir. 13.25, 13,250, 13.5. You cannot find them like this, can you? We all know that, that's why. 13,750 on my right, gonna sell it. Be warned, 13,750 selling, 13,750.
Hey, mate, see you later.
All right then, thank you very much.
The Escort goes for almost 9 grand more than the guide price.
Everyone wanted to give about 10,000 for it.
Seems to be anything like this, they're just making silly money, really.
But the guys I really feel for are the underbidders, obviously. They've all tried, and they've all looked at it with optimism, thinking, I'm going to buy that, I'm going to buy that car. Oh, I'm going to give X amount of pound, I bet I'll buy that car. I'm sure there won't be anyone outbid me on that. And then someone comes along and wallop. Poor old lad. They're the guys I feel for.
How would you get it out?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
I would look to remove the top bits, those treasures on top, and just reverse the truck in. I'm absolutely confident in Jack's ability to get that out. The Mathewsons can do it, can't they?
Emma Easton's optimism is clearly well placed, but we do need to add that this Capri's engine hasn't burbled in anger for 30 years. The brakes are seized, the tyres are flat, and this old garage is in a back garden in Wetherby. Apart from that, piece of cake.
This cannot be the trickiest case that they've dealt with. I'm sure not. This is the vintage garage. Someone will look at this and say, this is it, this is the dream. This could be...
Is it your dream?
No, it's not my dream. No, it's not my dream, definitely not. But it could be somebody's.
The 1979 Capri V6 Mark III 3-litre S was Ford Motorsport fan Chol Stevenson's dream. Before Porsches were parked on many drives, this was as good as it got, and some. Chol passed away before he got going on his big Ford. Now, along with its pepper pot wheels, Recaros, twin exhausts and oh so many memories, it's time for wife Irene and daughter Emma to let a rare find wheel spin away.
It's a challenge, yes, but if people who love Capris, I'm sure they'll love it as much as, you know, Chol loved it. And look at it.
Chol was a performance Ford enthusiast. The plan was to make the fast car go faster around a track. It was driven into the garage more than 30 years ago and the project put on life's back burner until the flame went out last year.
It's been a difficult year losing him, but... Sorry, I'm gonna cry. And I think Charles will be happy, and that's the main thing.
Now that he's passed, it's time to pass it on to someone who can do it justice and make sure that it lives on with someone else and it can make more great memories. A little bit of, you know, window cleaner, some rags and a little elbow grease and spit spot and it'll be ready.
It's not your average Capri inside because there seems to be a bit of a sort of a racing theme going on.
Now, I do know that it's got poppet wheels. He really loved the fact that it had poppet wheels, but, you know, not being funny, a car was, to me, A to B. You know, I like the look of things, but not something that's really been left to deteriorate. It'll be like a treasure trove, you know. There's bits that are here that are for the car, and let's hope that somebody loves it. Charles can look over. You know, I do believe in that, you know. That when they go, they leave a little bit of something behind, and I'm sure there's a little bit of Charles in the car.
Lovely.
not literally.
No.
Tight. It's always me who gets these ones, isn't it? Ah, I see. Oh, blimey. How long's it been sat there, Irene?
Since 1985, I think.
Has it?
Yeah. In your programme, it's called a barn find.
That's it, I know, yeah. Oh, wow. A proper one as well.
This 1979 Capri was once the prized possession of Irene's late husband, Chol.
I want somebody to love it as well.
She's got a bit, I did hear she's got a bit of a cage in it. Was he racing it or something?
Well, yes, that's what he did.
Blimey. I didn't know what to expect, to be fair, but no, it's great, isn't it? So I'll get these tyres pumped up, and then with a bit of luck, hopefully it'll free off once I give it a bit of a pull. I'll bring the lorry round and I'll see what we're like.
The skip guy fit it through, so mind we were going like that. You know.
Are you practising guiding him in, Irene?
Yeah, well, I'm blind as a bat. He's a pro. Obviously, this is a lot bigger than the skip van. Well done, him.
The Capri hasn't moved for decades, so the first job is to sort those flat tyres.
Only another 3 to go.
Only another 3 to go.
Spare.
I'm just hoping it rolls out all right. So, with a bit of luck.
And how much luck do you generally have?
Well, if I didn't have any bad luck, I won't have any luck at all, to be fair.
It'll be odd. The garage will be empty, and you know, it's an odd feeling. He was a lorry driver, so therefore he was here, there, and everywhere. It was going to be a retirement project, you know, for him, and just wasn't meant to be. I think he'll be happy that somebody will get some joy out of it, which is what he intended to do. And that's the main thing. Just a nice little fitting tribute to him.
Luckily for Jack, no punctures, tyres full of air, job done.
He's left the handbrake on.
No.
The rear brakes might be seized.
You might need a push.
That truck's not on that fence, is it, John?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You see, your granddad and your dad was right to send you. You're the man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So, Jack.
Shouldn't have left the engine running.
Are you moving in, Jack?
I know.
We've got a spare bedroom, you're all right.
The handbrake isn't the best on the lorry, you see, so I thought I'd just
leave it in gear as well as the handbrake whilst I winch it.
Is this the method in the madness?
This is the method in the madness. Okay. But anyway, the bloody battery's died. That's a good bit of that one, isn't it? There we go, I can carry on now. You know, it's not perfect by any means, you know. It is kept very well, to be fair. All these arches are superb. There's a bit of surface stuff floating about. A little bit down there. Look, there's a few little bits in places. But, you know, sills and things, very, very good. It has kept very well, in all honesty. It'll make a car. I'm just keen to see it go to a good home, and I'd be just the same. It's a very sad day, and unfortunately, you know, I've been to a few circumstances like this, and it's never nice, it's never easy, but there comes a point where you've got to move them on, haven't you? No, someone will absolutely love to get their hands on this, I think. But with a good blow over and a proper job, you'd have yourself a lovely looking car. There you go. Well, mate, I got a bit dirty, Amber. Thanks very much. Thanks, Emma. All right.
Buy the Trolley-mobile. Feels like an end of an era. Well, it's gone with love. That's the main thing.
Down the road in Pickering, Dave's got his eyes on the pepper pots.
Oh, 3 litre Capri. Well, most of them are 2.8. So when the 3 litre comes along, it causes a bit of interest. It's an early one as well. It's got an interior to die for. The seats are lovely, and it's not too bad underneath. Not as bad as first impressions. This would look a different car with it all cleaned off. And you'd drop the engine out anyway and just give that a check over. That'll clean up. That's quite good, is that? I would suggest he's done a few sort of road rally events with it, I would think. He hasn't done anything major with it because it wouldn't qualify for anything major. But it's got a cage in it. You probably have a job trying to find a roll cage for a Capri now. That on its own is probably worth reasonable money. It's one of those cars when you first see it pull up, you think, what's the point? No one's going to tackle that. And then you have 10 minutes round it, and then all of a sudden you think, it's not so bad, that, you know. If you sent it out and gave it to somebody, then you're going to get a bill for 20 grand. But then, a knowledgeable guy doing it at home on a weekend, evening, all the rest of it, over the course of 18 months, is going to spend, obviously, a lot of his time, but he's probably going to spend 5 grand on it.
That's still a bit to shell out, but what will it cost at auction?
It might creep up to 6,500, but I can't see it doing a lot more.
It's auction day.
On the internet, 15.
Well, you're welcome to come and have a look at the vehicle whenever you can, before the sale.
And next under Derek's professional hammer, it's the 70s cult classic.
79 Ford Capri S, lot number 468, in your hands completely. 3, 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 8, 3, 8, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4,400, 4, 4, 4, 6, 4, 8, here's the 5, 5 I've got, 5,002, £5,200, 54, 56, 58, 6 grand, it's not now, £6,000, 6,2, 6,002, Dave's bid, you're all out, 6,4. 8. 6,800, 7,000 gone straight away. Does he want 2? 7,000 I've got. 7,4. 7,4. 7,400. David's phone. Internet, you're out. Going to be submitting it then. 7,004.
Sold to a new owner in Luton. Hidden in a garage near Birmingham is an iconic motor that hasn't had the sun on its face for more than 2 decades.
It's been there about 20, 21 years since I was 2 or 3 years old.
Hemmed in by the trappings of everyday life is a 1976 Mark II Ford Escort Mexico. Tom Powell's Uncle Gary has decided to let it go.
Trying to get rid of it. Be worth a few bob.
How are we?
Paul's finally escaped the office with Charlie in tow.
Fantastic. We've got some room in the garage now.
I'm quite pleasantly surprised. It doesn't look a bad garage, does it? Obviously, we've been here before, this type of thing, with wet floors, and you expose it, don't you, to find the top looks OK, but underneath, rotten as a pear, you know. Whereas, luckily, it would appear to be quite a decent garage. So, hopefully, once it comes out, it's going to be much the same as it was when it went in, really.
Well, if we can get a bit of air in the tyres, then I think it'll come out a lot easier.
Bit of all sorts in here, isn't there?
I think it should just, well, slide out, roll out. I actually do quite like these, to be fair. One of them with a set of mud flaps, especially in yellow. Yeah, basically that car, really.
At more than 6 feet tall, Paul's not built for confined spaces.
You're dirtier than me, you're smaller than me as well. Get yourself in there, look. Just careful in there, because there might be, like, things. Oh, mint. Underneath it looks pretty good as well. Can you get it, Charlie? Ah, there we go, there we go. You have to lay under there and get a little strap round that exhaust, Charlie. I'll get you one. I knew I brought him for a reason. Please, you can with me now.
Do you want a blanket or something to lie on?
Oh no, I've got to sleep. Yeah. Make it too comfy, he'll be nodding off. Oh, we're all turning now, Charlie.
Oh, bloody hell, he's coming out there. I thought it'd all be seized up. Got no valve caps on, do you reckon that's going to affect the value?
Good bit of driving, that, Charlie, old lad. All right.
Your Weight Watchers magazine, I was looking for that. And a spatula. You can have them free of charge.
Well, that's very thoughtful of you.
I've been offered a few prices over the years. I was offered 8 grand, 10 grand, 15 grand. But, you know, I mean, done up, I've seen them pushing 50 grand for some really nice ones, so prices keep going up and up and up with classic cars, don't they? And making 20 grand, maybe.
I'm chuffed, you know. So often do you do, you know, 3.5, 4 hours drive to pick something up, and you open the door and your heart sinks a little bit, you know, you think, oh, here we go. Nice to meet you. Thanks very much. Thanks for your help, Tom. But I think the car's got the makings of a wonderful thing, yeah. I like this car, I rate this car, just because I believe it to be quite a solid, unmolested old Mexico. He was halfway through taking the engine out. A lot of it's off ready, exhaust is on the floor, but I like all this front panel and inner wings, strut tops, straight on the body. Bonnet wants setting up. Whoever put the bonnet on really wants a bit of a slap on the back of their hand, look, because it's catching all the scuttle there, look, it's knocked all the paint off. Wing top, little, there. I think you'll end up doing a bit of paint work, really, to make it mint. But no, I think it's a very, very solid old car. Inside is nice, filthy. Had the cat in there, it's got half the cat left in there by the looks of it, all the hairs. But we'll clean up and be good. Yeah.
Talking as though you might want to put in a bid.
I did offer him, I gave him 2 options, yep. I said, you know, I would buy it, subject to money. We never crossed that bridge, really. But I did say I would like to park it next to me Cortina, or, you know, do exactly what I went to do, bring it back and put it in the auction. But he wants to see it go through the sale.
So you might put in a bid?
I might do, yeah. You never know, do you? Yeah.
Presume Angie's approved this.
Who?
If hypothetically Paul bought a Ford Mexico in bright yellow and didn't tell... Oh, is that good?
That's good.
Oh.
Yeah. I like a little Ford Mexico, yeah.
What, you see, this is where you blokes go wrong. You buy something, then you tell the wife, then you get earache or silence, even better, for a couple of days.
Not talk to him. I can't not talk for 5 minutes.
All right, you have to make your own tea for a couple of nights. But at least you get your car, don't you? You see?
No, I won't be bothered. It just depends how much he spent. Would be my only question, but I don't think I'll get the truth if I asked anyway.
So, yeah, I rate this old car.
How much would someone pay to use it?
I can see it doing mid to late teens.
I reckon it's going to do 23 plus.
And at that sort of money, you'd have a go at it?
Yeah, I won't be happy about that, because I'm still waiting for the kitchen I was waiting for 5 years ago.
I wouldn't be surprised if it started and crept into the 20s.
That's where you're not going to go to.
There you go.
But it's now going to sit in a shed like a Cortina I bought, 23 years ago and never turned a wheel that he was going to do.
So for late teens, thousands of pounds, you could buy yourself a bit of silence.
Couldn't you? Yeah, a couple of weeks of the silent treatment. Yeah, it's a winner-winner, isn't it? Winner-winner, yeah. But yeah, good car.
The 1976 Ford Escort Mark II Mexico.
Right, here we go. Proper car.
We might as well start with you, Jack, I suppose, at £26,000 on the internet, please. At £26,000, £27,000, 28. 28 on Paul's phone. 29,000 with me. 30,000 Lucy, who bid?
She has. Kitchen.
Pound bid. With me.
500.
At 30,500.
Right, 500 with us.
31,000 with Lucy there.
I'm stunned. Amazing.
31,500. 32,000.
Amazing, isn't it?
£32,000 is Lucy's bid.
That is fantastic, isn't it?
£32,000, giving everybody fair warning.
Go one.
32,100.
Oh, still going.
£32,100. 32,200, says Lucy, at £32,200. The girls are back in town at 32,200. At 32,000 then £200.
Thank you very much anyway.
£32,200.
Stunning. Absolutely amazing.
In the classic car business, many buyers are trying to fulfil a dream.
You know, we sell a lot after the sale, so I won't worry about it. It'll go.
And more often than not, they're on the hunt for an old motor that's been squirreled away for years without being touched. Although sometimes these barn finds aren't very easy on the eye.
Hi, Kevin, Derek here, Mathewsons Auctions. How you doing?
Today, Derek's got wind of a 3-vehicle hidden haul in the Midlands.
Now, what's to pick up? Capri, Fiesta, Escort?
He needs to find out whether the cars are too much of a tip to be worth the trip.
Right.
So, I've got the receipt that I gave 1,900 quid for it back in 1993.
You're going to want your money back then?
Oh, easily.
What model Capri is it, Kevin?
It's a 1600 laser.
Right. Show him many miles?
29,000, I believe.
All right,
the
mate.
Fiesta.
Yep.
It's been sat outside, that one.
Oh, shame it's been outside, really.
That was a Part X as well.
OK, mate. Well, we're talking about coming down this week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cheers. Cheers, mate. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. If they'd have been stored perfectly dry, would have been a good chance of them turning out to be OK. I think they're going to turn out to be pretty poor, to be honest.
I'd like to keep everything, but in the grand scheme of things, with day-to-day life, I've got to help with mum and dad a bit more now. I've got to prioritise what I've got to focus my interests on. One Capri, not looking so happy, that one.
For more than a quarter of a century, Kevin Smith and his dad, Keith, who worked for a Ford main dealer for over 50 years, have been storing 3 cars at the family home.
Right, now twist round. Mark II Escort was brand new in 1980. My dad purchased that for my uncle. He passed away in '94. Obviously, I've and my dad have kept it undercover ever since. The Capri I bought, can't afford the 2.8, so my dad managed to pick me up the 1.6. Unfortunately, again, it ended up in Mum's back garden in the shed and forgotten about. The Fiesta, that was again, I fancied an XR2, but I couldn't afford to insure one, so through my dad again, I picked up the 1.4 Sport, but never got around to using it. 25 years down the line, Mum wants them gone, so it's time to move on.
Remember that?
What, 1 Cortina?
GT.
Is it?
That we bought off him.
Kevin's dad has dementia, and the money raised from the car sales will be used to make the family home more comfortable for him.
I'm just terrified that if I don't do this now, this lot's just going to crumble in and I've got a pile of scrap. When Derek gets here, that's it, there's no turning back. Let the man take him and do his best for me. It'll be a sad day, but it's got to be done.
Sorry to be a bit late.
No, it's
I'm
all
Mr.
right.
Junction, you know, down there, listening to Rolling Stones, boom, straight past 24.
Ah, right.
Where are they?
They're up the back garden.
I just hope something's got some brakes, has it, do you think?
Yeah. This one, we've got some tyres to blow up. This is Uncle's 1980 Mark II Escort.
Wow.
Been in here for 25 years or more.
Aye. Looks a level old thing, though, doesn't it? Yeah. Houndstooth interior, exactly what it should be.
16,000 odd miles on the clock.
Nice one, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Right, brilliant.
Cup of tea to tackle.
Absolutely, love, you're dead right there. Let's get priorities right.
Luckily for Derek, Kevin's pals have offered a helping hand.
I'm living the dream, mate. I'm living. I am. Well, there's no point in getting in the way. There's some capable lads there and ladies. No, I'm just going to watch what's going on for the time being. Going to relax and have a cup of tea and a donut. Lovely, isn't it?
Derek wanting a cup of tea, so so we can't have the electric on because Mum's got to boil the kettle. Oh, hey, yeah, the man's got his tea. We can have some compressed air.
The Fiesta's still running and makes an ideal hot hatch tow truck.
Tell you what, that old Fiesta sounds fit, don't it? Got a sticky offside brake. I normally have to do all this.
Yeah.
They've got them to do it today. That's handy, mate, isn't it?
Checking the door off the garage.
That suits me. That was lovely donut, love, thank you.
You can have another one if you want.
But later on, eh? Just a job.
I'll make sure one's safe.
Yeah, keep one to one side. I'll tell you what, a bit of luck, you ain't any mice in, isn't it? Do you know what? Smells like a Ford, doesn't it?
What we got under here, then?
Oh, there she is. Yeah, proper genuine car. Look at this, look how 100% all this is, all original seal around it, look. Original wings, never been off. But she's a straight old bus, isn't she? That'll surprise us, that'll do well, that will. You can estimate what it's worth. Never going to estimate what it's going to make. Never. It'll make double what it's worth. The way it sits there, 5.5 grand. Chances are it'll double that.
Kevin's just got a seized brake to sort.
That'll free off.
It's got it.
Lovely. She's away.
You're a little bit nervous about taking them down that slope?
Not in the least, no, because I ain't doing it.
Sure.
Not in the least.
Yeah, let's just try the handbrake.
Well, got a good handbrake anyway, so we're away. We're down there, no trouble at all.
We're looking good. Okay.
Yeah, you're okay, yeah. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, you're right, keep it locked round.
Yeah. Right, are you happy enough with the handbrake?
I think we're all right.
Oh, it'd be a lot easier if it got a free clutch, you know.
Whoa, left hand down, left hand down.
Oh, my God.
Left hand? Yeah, the handbrake feels a bit...
Yeah, you want some left hand?
I can't, it's clutch is stuck.
You're getting close to these steps.
Which way, to you?
Left hand down.
Got stacks of room this side.
Jeez.
Yeah, you're okay, yeah, a little bit of right, just out. Come back straight, yep. Yeah, right hand, mate, hard as you can. Yep, keep it hard, right hand down. Just push it up to them ramps, we've cracked it.
Yeah.
Lovely. That'll do, mate.
I'm a bit nervous. I got a bit warm.
I'm never anything other than confident.
Can you get a push back? I might keep it.
No way.
What's visibility like?
Limited.
Yep. I know it's only an old Escort. Perfect. It's not a Daimler, an Albis, but it's a bit of motoring history. Mark II Escort was a fabulous car, and now it's going to get a new life. I think it's wonderful. Honest old car, yeah, not in the same league as the Escort, obviously. It's only a 1.6 laser in it, so, you know, it's not going to be a terrific seller, really, particularly, but it's nice low mileage. It'll make more money being sold exactly as it looks there now.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to sell it.
I can see it doing 7. Tidy money for a Capri. 1.6. Yeah, yeah, keep it like that. The nice thing about it is a 1.4S, which actually is pretty rare. It's not XR2 material and XR2 money, but it'll do okay. I made 3 grand. You never see them, so I've got nothing to go by. There you, Keith. See you, mate. Thanks, lads. Well done, fella. Yeah, come and see us. Well done, fella.
I'm happy. On to the next one. Okay, I think my mum would kill me.
I know she would.
15,750, Mark.
It's auction time for Kevin Smith's Fords, and hopes are high.
1980 Ford Escort. 1.3L, one owner from you.
One owner, apparently. I don't know whether you know or not.
I've got some bids with me now. Where do we want to be? 11,000? 12,000?
Right, somebody's bid 12.
13 on the net, 14 on the net, 15. 15, Alan's back in at 15. 15,500, 16 and a quarter.
Yeah, 16,500.
16,750.
17.
Genuine car.
Derek, 250.
17,250, you're in, don't worry, got you now. And Alan's back in now, though, 17.5.
You're out at that.
Thank him for his bidding, Mark. Thank him very much. 17.5. Alan,
Right,
17.5.
it's down to you. I think it's provisional, but the office will be in touch to you.
You heard right. £17,500 for an Escort that costs less than £3,000 new.
The Ford boys love them, don't they? They love the whole barn find thing. They want to be the man to put it back on the road. So, yeah, very often when this type of car appears on the market, let's be honest, they're not every week now, are they? You know, so it's quite a thing. So it would appear they create loads of interest. Simple as that.
The Escort's off to Kent for almost double Derek's estimate. And the Fiesta doesn't fare badly either.
Unusual.
1.4S, I remember them, but not as good as an XR2, weren't they?
At £2,150.
The Fiesta's new home is in East Anglia, and the Capri rounded off a good day for Kevin.
12,250.
A very grand total of almost 32 grand, which will do very nicely indeed.